Good morning, everyone's Riftgal. We are playing some more Deedlit and Wonder Labyrinth. I've played way too much of this game in way too short of a time. Uh, quite frankly, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna do this next boss. Because there is a yellow gate after this, where a spirit gate after this, where we can teleport. Once we go through the spirit, or once we get through that though, we're gonna do some backtracking. So we're gonna do this boss and then backtrack because apparently 100% map does actually get you a special, I say special ending, it's very slight. But you know what? I'm a completionist, and there's actually one thing that I found out is here that is super obscure and annoying to get that I want. So we're gonna go for it. One more Carla. Death holds no meaning in this world. It appears to be true after all. If you seek to dive down into the depths of this world, then I shall serve as your final test. So, whoa! So, boss rush. I'm seeing boss rush. Whoops. Do we have... Ugh. Let's go ahead and just get these rocks out, just so we've got them. There we go. Apparently we just get all three of these, so I screwed up last time. We'll do Shooting Star about the same way we did last time, which is probably unfortunate for him. Carla's still easy. I'm still not sure who this is. I'm wondering if that's like a character from the books that didn't make the anime or something, or it's just a blatant Castlevania insert. Definitely a possibility. I just noticed the name for that character was Demon God. I pushed the wrong button. Stun locked at that point. So I guess we'll find out how these items go. Oh. Oh. That moment when you realize you're almost dead. I mean, I suppose we don't have to worry too much about it because we're refilling our health and MP every time, and crystals. That almost makes the boss rush a little easy because you don't have to worry about resource management at all. I do love that Ostrom has, like, that nice mix of attacks between what Beld was using and what Piratus was using, which totally fits for Ostrom. Okay, so hopefully we get the... Oh! We did not get the health back. That's probably just dead. Yep. That's unfortunate, because that was a pretty long fight. And we have to start over. Whew. Okay. I'm not sure if we just get more of these as we go or what. There we go. That went much better than last time. There we go. Shooting star. That was much faster as well. There's Carla. Okay. Another one down. Death God. I think we're good on this. Before it gets to the purple, not quite. There we go. Oh, come on! Literally one hit. And then my spirit gets the kill. Figures. Okay. Well, as long as we get this, we're good. Green potion. Thanks. Not doing as well as I did last time on this one. Intentionally starting off the fight that way. Oh, a little longer than I should have waited, but that's okay. I do need to remember to be careful this time because Ashram, we don't get the full heal after. I don't believe. I guess we'll find out. Let's get our heals started. No, it is. So it's you get a certain number of each total. Okay. Okay, I very much need to get this. Oh man, that was rough. There we go. Is that all of them? That was all of them. Okay. Boss rush complete. Nothing to it. Okay. So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna do our backtracking. So there is something slightly ironic about doing backtracking with a boss rush, I suppose. Yeah, we're missing like several rooms. This entire map, with the exception of like one thing. Basically everything below that, those two like upper lips is full. So that should tell you about how many we're missing. There's like 2 in the upper center, there's 1 in the bottom left, 1 kind of in the middle, and 1 that we knew we were missing below here. And unfortunately, we do need all of those to get the whatever that last bit of a good ending is. I will say, it is completely not worth it, and I am doing it because I basically said if there was a different ending, I was going to do it. It is literally... Wait, what? Oh no. This looks awful. Never mind, it's not nearly as bad as it looks. Okay, so we've got that one. It is just a weapon, which doesn't even look that great. I mean, it's powerful. But, okay, it is more powerful than the other bows. So that one was totally not worth it in any other way, shape, or form. Trying to figure out what the best way to do this is. I guess we'll just go back up here, even though I really hate this tunnel. That ended up being way easier than any other time I've done it, and maybe that's just because I was going up. The last couple times I've been over here, I've been going down. So next up, I think we're gonna go over to this one? This one? Really isn't a great location to start from for this one. That's part of the problem with having these weird backtracks. Again, these are not required for just beating the game or getting a good ending. This is for getting a different ending because I am crazy. Oh, never mind, this'll work. I do want to finish powering up my wind, which we didn't do yet. I guess that's one thing that's worth keeping in mind as we're going through this, is that there is the whole aspect of, you know, I mentioned a couple times we only had 2 out of the 3 wind orbs, and I'm assuming, and that our MP jar was uneven. So there are reasons to assume that there were more things before I went and looked it up as well. That still does not mean it was worth going through all this. or that I would have actually found some of these. Invisibility confuses enemies. Okay, that's kind of neat, though. That's at least a neat idea. Usually doesn't work very well in these systems, but, you know, it's a neat idea. Ugh. No, we just need to go straight for back over to the gate. Okay, you can see there's 2 gaps by the map on this area. I'm actually not sure which one is going to be closer. Yeah, it looks like this way is going to be closer. So we'll start this way. There's our MP jar that we missed. Oh. Not actually sure this is the best way to get to that one, so we need to come in from the other side. Yeah. I will say, one of these other ones, there is no way that we would have gotten it on our own, and it's kind of annoying to me. Like, it offends me on a... I've had a thing recently that I've been noticing that I don't like when games put in secrets that are so secret that you can't get them without a guide, or without really exploring in bizarre ways. I've been playing FF12, which was kind of the impetus for this. And FF12, there are multiple... I found out as I'm getting into the end game that I missed a bunch of stuff. Oh, okay. And the reason I figured this out is because there's a bunch of stuff that I can't... Or because the sphere grid in that, or whatever it's called, has a bunch of just space, or basically there's a bunch of stuff that I have the capability to use in that game that I just never found. And I was like, wow, how do you get that? And it's like, oh, well, you can steal this from one boss during one phase of it, and it's a rare drop. It's like, okay, so if I didn't have steal on during that boss fight, I just don't get that item. You're going to tell me about it. You're going to tell me that that item exists. Give me no way to figure out how to get it. No clues or anything. And one chance to get it. Like, that's just... How is that fun? Like, I guess it rewards people for being creative, and there are... I mean, games have always had stuff like that. Like, RPGs have always had secrets like that. But nothing quite as bad as some of these that I can think of. And most of them, it was like the ability to get an item that you could get again later, at least. Apparently this game does have some of that, where there are like items that you have to get by... there are items you have to get by... Specifically, beating certain bosses. Okay, so this. Gives us Soul Cruncher, and more importantly, one of the last spots on our map. So this is a joke weapon, apparently. It is probably good when we first got to this area, but it is not good later. I really just was doing that for the map more than anything, because at the end of the day, the thing that bothers me the most about that is the actual Soul Crusher is available. That's right. That if you have been watching all of this, after I beat Beld, I went, oh, I was hoping you'd get to pick his sword up. Because I thought that would be cool because in the anime, Parn picks up Ashram's sword, which is the same sword as Emperor Beld, and having the idea of Deedlit pick it up and have this whole like light dark thing going. I mean, it's had this whole thing the whole time where it's like, this is your own fault and you're in your own head and this is a trial, and the idea of Deedlit being able to use a dark sword is really cool, and I could even see them doing a side thing related to that. But no, you don't get Soul Crusher. There's a joke Soul Crusher. And then to get the real Soul Crusher, let's see if we can find it here. I'm not sure which hallway it's in. There are random drops from enemies. And there are certain things where you have to meet certain conditions to get drops. So the drop for this, I noted when we were going through, I was like, you know, it's kind of weird because these golem enemies kind of look like they're using the Soul Crusher, but that would be really dumb. You can probably see where this is going. Let's see if we can find them at least. I don't actually know which hallway they're in. I just know vaguely where they are. I need to stop doing that and get to some... There we go. These guys. Oak. So Oak, I noted at the time, I was like, that's kind of weird. These weird golem things that keep getting back up kind of look like they have the sword that Ashram and Beld use. Soul Crusher. Like, again, I am aware that I am probably not or more thoughtful on some of this stuff than some people might be. We're gonna let this guy come over here so we can just sit here and spam this. Because they keep getting back up. So the way that you have to get this, or the way that you have to do this, just make sure that's all of them, is by killing 100 of these enemies. Now, I will be fair and say, when I first saw these guys, my first thought was, oh, hey, that looks like these guys have Soul Crusher. I should grind and see if they have an item drop. Because a lot of these enemies have cool item drops. By the way, this one is not required for that special ending. This is because I really just wanted Soul Crusher. Like, Soul Crusher and Ashram using it was like baby edgy goth me, like, not actually goth, like nerd wannabe goth. Like, that was my bread and butter when I was a kid. I loved that. And I want it. Also, I think it would have been a better story. So, Soul Crusher is a 70 power monstrosity that we now have. However, it is also my least favorite type of weapon, apparently, so I will probably maybe not even use it. But I wanted it. Like, I think the GT is probably, it's got good reach at least. Ironically, it is also not actually the best weapon. Despite the fact that it is kind of like the ultimate sword in the actual show. I think we already did that, yep. So, as far as I can tell, that is all the little pockets that we missed. I've double-checked just like some of these edges, just to make sure. Like, I'm not seeing anything obvious. Okay. So, I think that is the backtracking. That is the boss rush, that is the backtrack. We are going to go back over here. There is technically a few other random pieces that we did not get. And I guess technically, I don't know whether they're required for the ending, but whatever. I think it's just map percent, and I think the hidden rooms are the only thing we needed for that. So, yeah, the other thing we didn't get is the best bow, which you need to do that archery game and get a perfect score. No. So, we will wrap up here. We'll be picking this back up next time and finishing the game. It's a little shorter than I expected. I didn't think it'd be too long. A lot of these games, I mean, this is about the same as like Time Spinner. And that seems to be about where these ones go. So, yeah. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one.